What's happening, Wolfpack? It's your boy Kooks, and welcome to Wolfstaar, helping you be the best you. So today I'm going to be talking about how to make better decisions using a hot cup of tea. Now bear with me, it will make sense. Now sometimes what happens is in life we can rush into making decisions when emotions get the better of us. So for example, let's say you've had a disagreement with your best friend, and in the heat of the moment you say something, they say something, and it just hurts you and you don't talk for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's the worst thing in the world, and then eventually you have to make up and it's all right. But imagine if there was a way where you could just avoid that completely and you could just deal with the situation in a much better way. So this is where the hot cup of tea comes in. Now you have to use your imagination here. Now imagine you've just made a cup of tea and the water is boiling hot. Now think about it. Would you drink that cup of tea straight away, or would you let it cool down and maybe take a couple of sips just to check if it's okay? My guess is that you'd probably wait and let it cool down, because if you drank it straight away, you'll burn your lips, you'll burn your mouth, it will hurt a lot, and it will take a long time to recover. And oftentimes that's what happens in life. If I go back to the example I've just given about arguing with your best friend, for example, imagine if you had just taken some time and let that situation cool down. You know, imagine if you had said to your friend, or your friend had said to you, you know what, let's just give it a couple of hours and we'll talk again soon. Walked away, let the situation cool down, taken a couple of sips, which meant basically just having a little chat with each other every now and again, and then you could sit down and have a proper talk and say, you know what, it was overblown, the emotions got in the way, we shouldn't have said what we should have said. You can shake hands and then off you go. And I'll give you another example. A friend of mine, really good friend of mine, recently got an email. So he's sitting there, he read this email, and I could just see his face changing, and he was fuming. He was absolutely fuming, and he was ready to write an email back, just go tit for tat and really, blast the person back. And we sat there and I told him the cup of tea story, and I said, look, take some time. If you do it right now, it's going to just be a terrible situation afterwards. You're going to get burnt, they're going to get burnt, and it will just be bad for everyone. So thankfully he took my advice. He sat there and he gave it a day or two, and then after reflecting on the situation, he said, you know what, actually the best thing for me to do is to send a polite response back, keep it very simple, and move on with my life. And actually it's the best thing that he could have done, because he avoided a whole load of drama that he didn't need. So look, next time in life you find yourself in a situation where you find yourself fired up and you want to argue back, or you've just been in a really heated situation with someone else, try and think about the humble cup of tea and think about, would you drink it straight away, or is it best to let it cool down so you can deal with it in a little bit more of a controlled manner afterwards. I hope this video has helped you, and if you like what I'm doing, like the video, comment, share and subscribe so that you can know when the next video comes out and the little bell goes off. Until next time, be the good wolf, and I'll speak soon.